Happy Tuesday, ladies. Let me know if you can hear me. Hit me with a one if you can. If you cannot, say some other stuff. Just waiting, just waiting, just waiting. Tuesday night gonna be lit. Thank you, Aisha B. Thank you, Colette. That's what's happening. What is going on? New Dawn. We got Colette in the building. Discarded Roses is here. She says New York is trifling. And yes, ma'am, that is the understatement of the year. Religion Free is here. Oh, the girls are in the building. Daniel's here. How you doing, boo? Aisha B is here. Live Life is here. Lady Posh is in the building. Discarded Roses, I already mentioned you. Satin Doll is here. Y'all, let me tell you something. We should be basically on fire at this point because the gaslighting and bullshit is ridiculous. Now, you guys know good and goddamn well that a couple of facts exist. The fact of the matter is, you need to leave Blackistan. That's an understood fact. The other fact is the men over there in Blackistan are trash. That is an undisputable fact. There's 77% out of wedlock birth, 62% sexual assault rate before you enter 18, blah, 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 blah. We know this. But nobody wants to talk about that. They're just wanting to gaslight. Some of the traditional gaslighting tactics are basically telling you you don't know how to read statistics. That's one of those gaslighting tactics. We're good. We already know about that. Oh, another one. You're practicing eugenics. Who's going to have all these little bastards if you decide not to have any more bastards? That's supposed to fall on you as well, right? Another one, black men are the only men that understand black women. Well, god damn it. Is this what you call understanding? Telling you that you smell bad, that you're only worth $5, that nobody wants you? Is that what it is? That's your understanding? That your weave is fucked up? That's understanding you? I guess. Another one is non-black men don't want you. Right? They just don't want you. Well, look at you. Who wants you? Another one, you don't understand or remember your history. Know your history, ladies. That one's a little tricky because when you start to study history, you find out that you should leave Blackistan. How about that part? I don't think you want these ladies to read their history. I don't. Because if they read it and they understand what went down, you might have a faster bleed than what you have right now. I don't think you want them to start studying their history, slavery, Jim Crow, and all that shit. Be careful what you ask for. But here's the deal. There is a new tactic, and I got a copy of that in my inbox. It's pointed directly at divestors. Are you interested to know what the fuck I'm talking about? Well, the new tactic. Ladies, if white males or non-black males, and here's the thing, they're obsessed with white men. They say we are, but they are. The new tactic is when they see your content, they're going to stay as far away from divestors as possible. You ladies are just like the manosphere, and you're making white males not want you. I find that fucking hilarious for a few reasons. One of the reasons being, if anything was going to run off a non-black man, it ain't your twerk videos. It ain't your dear black man, we love you videos. None of that shit, right? None of you whooping people ass up in McDonald's because they forgot your nuggets. None of that's going to run them off. What's going to run them off is divestors. Do you understand me? This is the corniest shit I've ever seen in my life. This is another way to say, hey, can you please stop quoting those stats and be quiet? You would indeed have a point if divested women got out here in real life, went up to the nearest white man and said, hey, my name on YouTube is Ape Crusher and I want to fuck. That's not what's happening, and you know that's not what's happening. You ladies code switch all the time. Depending on who you deal with is what personality you're going to see. Now, if you sitting at your house thinking that these women that come up on these panels, that come over here and get up, in the chat, are in their real life talking to people like that, you have lost your goddamn mind. Stop with the disingenuousness. It sucks. It sucks. And here's the thing. With all that worshiping y'all do of black males, why isn't that working? Why are you still running them off? Why on both sides of the equal sign, it's not the same? Why does one thing work on your side, but that same shit don't work on the other side? What I mean by that is all your ball licking is not working. You want to talk about somebody that's running away from black women. Your men are. They jumping out of windows, elevators, sky rises. They high jumping away from your ass quickly as possible. If they have an option, anything other than you, they're going to do it. Period. I don't know what the end goal is for this new gaslighting tactic, but it's not going to work either. It's not going to work either. Back to the drawing board you go. Aaliyah, jump in there.
Oh, okay. Well, for me, I just wanted to add that it's usually the women with the worst reputations that are always the most self-righteous. This is why I said that a lot of black men and black women really do deserve each other because they are truly one and the same. First, you had the black men telling us what white men want, and now you have black women also telling us what white men want. Newsflash, all white men don't like the same things. Like I said before, if a white man wants a knockoff imitation of a white woman, he would already be with the real thing. He doesn't need a black woman who acts like a Becky. So if he's dating a black woman, then he already knows what he's getting. A lot of white men have a sense of humor. So they like women who know how to have fun and not walk around with sticks up their asses 24/7. Like I said before, I think a lot of these women have been watching way too much television, and they think they have the right to speak on the type of women another group of men like, grown ass men, and they're too stupid to see how problematic that is. And here's the thing, I've never had a problem getting a man. Getting a
Okay.
black man Getting a black man is not a flex. I've already had one. I've been
Ooh,
there and done that. And the difference between you and I, sis, is that I grew up and realized that only a group of women who is used to losing would settle for a black man. And since losing has never been a problem of mine, I knew that I had outgrown the black community in its totality. So I will go to work and do my job to the best of my ability because my focus has been to save lives irrespective of race. And that is what I trained for many years to do. My blood, sweat, and tears has always been the work that I've done in some of the best labs and some of the best institutions in this country. So the whole yapping like the mangy ass stray mutts mean absolutely nothing to me. Don't tell me what the fuck white men like when most of these women on here are not fit to shine our fucking stilettos over here. You haven't done anything to change anybody's life for the better, nor make a real difference in the world. And for the record, white men also like focus, drive, ambition, and tenacity. But these are words too big for a lot of these people to understand, the men and the women. And this is why a lot of these women will do no better than their men. See, it was a white man who saw the research I was doing and gave me not one, not two, but three scholarships to help me finish school because he said that a brain like mine was a terrible thing to waste. It was a white man that respected my hustle and saw something in me that was worth investing in and told me to go to school full time and focus on graduating while he paid all the bills at home because he knew that I had a dream that I was willing to work for. He didn't say I can't be with you because you're too independent, masculine, or you're aggressive, you're too hood and you're ghetto and all this other shit. He knew he had a black woman who knew what she wanted out of life and would knock your damn head off to get it if you got in my way. And that's the type of
dang.
intensity that he liked. See, that's the major difference between a white man and a black man, which is why I would never be caught dead with a black man. Everything that this community condemns black women for, other men find that shit very fucking attractive. See, a black man only wants to compete with you or dim your light if you shine brighter than he does. He expects to be spoiled and catered to like he's the woman of the relationship. And I don't know what makes these women think that they are an authority on anything, given some of their track records and propensity for taking news and ass shots for men that don't belong to them. Now, what man of any race wants to put up with that? So, what more of these women need to learn to do is play their position and stay in their place. Don't worry about what other races of men that we are capable of attracting. That's no business for you to concern yourself with.
I find it
Now,
really, really
I
hilarious
do, I do
that,
hope I made myself clear on that because this is a topic that keeps resurfacing where
yes,
these hoes is on this goddamn YouTube yapping about what white men don't like and what they're not attracted to. And they're trying to throw divestors under the fucking bus. But guess what? All the ass kissing and ass licking you've been doing to these niggas, they ain't feeling y'all either. So
thank
now what?
you. Thank you. Here's the deal. I find it most insulting that it's coming from a group of women who men perform the goddamn worst. How dare
And
you?
it's the hoes judging the most, like I said, that have the worst reputation. A lot of these bitches' names been fucked up in these YouTube streets, but they think they are the authority on trying to tell divestors something. And it's really getting on my fucking nerves because, like I said, Dizzy, I never wanted to get on here with none of that class shit. I told you, I'm not like that. And I
Yeah.
think you know that. That's why we jive so well with each other. But what a bitch ain't gonna do is get up on here and try to pretend like they some that they not. Cause if we really wanted to keep it real, ain't none of these bitches fucking with nobody up on this panel for real. Not professional wise, not career wise. It's doctors, physicians, scientists, business owners. Don't motherfucking do it. Y'all hoes don't want to do it. That's why I said you not good enough to shine nobody's goddamn stilettos on this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck whether you like how I speak or not. Check
Woo,
yourself,
girl,
bitch.
you going in
Check
tonight.
yourself. Check yourself, bitch. Don't check me. You can never do that.
It's
No,
annoying. That's why she going. It's so annoying. You
no,
don't
I'm sick of
understand
these
that glass
hoes.
house you fucking in. You standing there shooting cannons from that fragile ass glass house. How in the fuck you gonna tell anybody what somebody else want? You don't know what they want. You have no idea because remember they discussed you. They like mayonnaise. They smell bad. They this, that, and the third. They racist. They all. You don't know what the fuck they want. Please.
Why
And
don't
Divestment
they
this.
just
state.
go and ask? Just
Mm,
ask the white men what you like, what don't you like. If you are so into it, you really know what they like. Let them tell you, and they will tell you, and it
they
won't
have
take a
to
whole lot of words.
They had the nerve, baby, to sit up here saying, "Oh, they're gonna fuck up the dating pool." And I'm like, I've been out the dating pool for damn near 30 years. It is what it is. Listen to me, darlings. You go ahead and tend to your neighbor's wounds. That's what you do. That's what you've been good at for God knows how long. Go lick him up. Go breathe life into him. That's what you know how to do. And you know how to kiss a whole bunch of ass. Go do that. Don't ever try to tell somebody how to engage with no non-black man. Are you fucking kidding me? The audacity for me. It's the audacity for me. Shane, it's on you, babe. Shane done walked off. Here,
No, no,
oh,
I'm
there she
here.
go.
I'm
There she
here.
go.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was having issues with this thing. Anyway, um, look, these women don't even know what the Nakers like. How they gonna tell you what a non-black man wants? She needs to sit over there and figure out how to not keep popping out babies by Negroes who ain't gonna be there and mind her business. That's all I want to say. Oh, well, then the Nakers need to just shut up all the way around. They can't say shit about anybody, anytime, anywhere, anyhow. They're pathetic. They're the lowest rung on the fucking ladder. At this point, they're below, they're definitely below the black women who aren't paying them any minds. The only ones they have their feet on are the mammies. So they need to just shut all the fucking way up and mind their damn business.
It's embarrassing, y'all. It's like, yo, do you know the community in which you come from? Do you see what's behind you while you done pulled your ass up to the front talking shit about what other people need to do? Please don't tell me divestors are embarrassing. Not with the video footage y'all got out here, honey. Begging, proposing to people all on the beach, big and pregnant, begging motherfuckers to marry you, and they still choosing others. You are in no position right now to be giving advice to anybody how to, deal with white males. Let me ask you this. Advice givers. Is this the goal? Is this the goal? Is this the goal? Let me ask you this. Okay. This couple, the Browns, right? They've been together for 65 years. Years of love and forgiveness. Now, if you were a betting woman, who do you think had to forgive the other one? Who do you think out of 65 years had to forgive the other? Is this the goal? Is this goals? Because from what I understand, right, Miss Carol had to forgive a lot of shit. Infidelity and abandonment. Is that what you want, honey?
Well,
It says
DZ,
at
come
several
on.
times. The word time has an S at the end. That mean that boy was walking in and out of her life whenever the fuck he felt like it. Is that what the goal is? Because I
But
see y'all around here,
DZ,
sister wife and carrying on and acting a fucking fool. I'm trying to figure out who the fuck are y'all to tell anybody anything about what a man wants. Really?
Well,
Mm-mm.
they got made in China stamped on their ass cheek and Fisher Price written across their forehead. They love being played with like this.
Darling,
amen. But
y'all.
here's my thing.
She looked wore the fuck out. I'm sorry. She
She
looked like
looks
she done
like
had it. She
she
looked like
she looks
exactly what
bad,
she's been
man.
through.
And you don't know how many baby mamas he has or how many outside kids he has, right? Fuck being married. He's just spreading the seed everywhere he wants. But he still gets a loving woman at home. How does that work?
Because these women want you in misery with them. A lot of people will say this is a success story. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to disagree. You can look on this woman's face and tell the tribes and tribulations she's been through, baby, with that motherfucker on
DZ,
her right.
she looks like my gospel singing grandma.
She looks
Y-
tired, y'all.
Yeah, from the cotton fields and her man and all this. Yeah, yeah, that rag belongs around her head because she might as well call herself Aunt Jemima for the black community because that's basically what she is.
Y'all, I'm tired of the gaslighting. I'm tired of it. None of it is going to work. Don't you see by now? None of that shit y'all talking is going to work. None of that trying to say folks say stuff with the hard R and all this extra shit. None of that is going to work. What you're going to have to do is get a big ass cup of water, preferably not from Flint, so you can swallow this pill. The pill goes as follows: bitches is leaving. And more women are waking up every single day.
The
Every day.
only the only people fucking up the dating game is these thirst trapping assholes that stay begging all the time. These niggas done already told you they don't fucking want you and ain't shit you can do for them besides get the fuck out they face. That's what they do every time they flaunt their relationships with these other women in front of you. They make you eat that shit with a spoon and make you like it. And you want to judge us all the fucking time. I'm sick of that shit. These hoes always got something to say about divestors. Mind your business and stay in your place, bitch. Eat out
But
that dog tray that nigga keep serving you. Go ahead.
you got to understand, sweetheart. They went to the Taraji P. Henson School of Romance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then they graduated up to Big Mamas. So, and go through what Big Mama went through. I mean, I don't, I, these guys are no prize. They never
You can't
were.
tell mammies that. You can they willing to share them. Do your thing, sister. Do your thing. We're not going. Do us a
No,
favor. You can
no.
ignore us, because I ignore the majority of the shit y'all say. You can ignore us. I
And I'm
don't give a fuck at this point.
And I'm sick of these hoes and these niggas around here thinking they exposing something. But here's the thing. In order for you to expose something, bitch, it had to be a secret first off. Let's start there. If the shit wasn't no secret, you ain't really exposed shit. And see, the thing about DZ, she's always been very transparent about her feelings and her views and what goes on in her Discord. But that's how desperate and thirsty a lot of these bitches are for dirt that they can dig up on somebody that they willing to pay to go behind somebody else's paywall just to spy. And it's like you bitches don't got nothing better to do with yourself, man. And that's why I say it's getting to the point to where a lot of these hoes are just they talking about we are just like SYSBM in the manosphere. No, you niggas and you bitches, a lot of you fucking deserve each other, and that's just what it is. And I've come to that conclusion. That's why I said stay your ass right over there in Blackistan, because some of you bitches, a black man is what you deserve. I
Yeah,
promise you that. That
that's
is
like a
what you
sentence.
deserve.
Yeah, being with one of them is like a sentence. It literally is. And if you want to see some more fuckery, you know where to find me at. I'm going to be saying the same shit tonight when I get up off of here and start typing in my Discord. It is what it is. The community that we are from, we love that shit. It is what it is. So if you want something else, I'll see you there tonight. But check this out. It's on you, L.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I just want to say I agree with everything that Aaliyah said. Look, I feel like I really can't even say nothing after all of that shit. She went in so damn hard. Shit. I just feel like she took some of the words out of my mouth and some of the thoughts out of my head already. So I'm gonna have to circle back when we get on the next topic. But right now on this introduction, I agree with Aaliyah, I agree with DZ, and I agree with Ebony Phoenix.
That's
Thank you,
what's
thank
up.
you, thank
Yeah,
you.
you don't want to get on Aaliyah bad side. That girl can go. When we be on one-on-ones, honey bunny, she go. I'm like, yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, 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 I'm still here. Keep going. I'm still here. But I'm just over it at this point. The thing is, like I always tell y'all, there's never going to be a shaming tactic that's good enough. The only thing that's gonna put me up off of here is those wonderful folks that y'all can't stand up there at YouTube. Yeah, they work for YouTube, they clock in, they do their thing, and they'll be able to tell me to go. Not you. You need to stop it. Ain't nothing more embarrassing than what y'all do for black men. I don't give a damn if I got on here and pulled my drawers down and started twerking my damn self. The shit y'all do for black men is so goddamn embarrassing beyond measure. So
Well,
if
I'm just
we're
gonna say it, DZ. I'm ashamed.
of
I am
what?
ashamed that these women share my phenotype. They share a certain amount of experiences, especially the ones of a certain age, and I am damned ashamed. These
Well,
men have made such fools out of you. And you're eating shit and you're eating shit and you're grinning about it. I still don't understand. It's embarrassing. It's sad. And if this is what the black community or community or whatever you guys call it, if this is what it is, it's shit. I'm glad I left it 40 years ago.
And they trying to convince other women to eat shit with them, and they mad because we don't fucking want to. And they sit up and call anybody who tells the truth about the black community, especially the black man, they're anti-black. There it is, there that. Oh yeah, telling the fucking truth is anti-black. Kiss my ass. Both
I
ass
am
cheeks.
anti-black then. I am anti-black. If that is the case, I am anti-black. This is because I'm not pro bullshit. Yeah,
Yes, the
call me
problem
anti-black.
is
I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry.
this shit got as fucked up as it did because we have been moving in silence for far too long, letting a lot of trying to hide a lot of shit and not speaking on a lot of shit. And that's why we are where we are now, because nobody would stand up and tell the fucking truth because nobody wanted to ruffle any feathers. You didn't want to piss none of these niggas off. So you just ate the shit they were serving you all these years. These niggas had a motherfucking almost 2-decade run of dragging the fuck out of black women. And now the divestors is the clap back. Everybody in they mammy got something to say. You oppose. You could stand up none of that time when we were the fodder for these niggas to drag all over social media, any fucking platform they felt like they wanted to get behind any microphone and drag us from head to toe, everything from our wigs and weaves to our stank pussy to every goddamn thing else. They dragged and dogged and just they really humiliated us in from the entire fucking world. And it's like, now that you have a clap back, you got more smoke for us than you ever had for them niggas who drug y'all hoes for over 2 decades. And people wondering why my patience is getting shorter and shorter where black women are concerned. Because I'm starting to see a lot of you hoes like this shit. You like being treated like tricks. You like these niggas treating you like this and talking about you like dogs and shit. That's why you come for us with the smoke. And then gonna tell us we're no different than them. I don't know what kind of crack you hoes are smoking, but you need to put the goddamn pipe down and understand a few things and sit down and play your position and shut your goddamn mouth sometimes. Because if it wasn't for divestors, the niggas that's trying to give you hoes some respect now, that never would have happened if it
thank
wasn't
you.
for us being the clap back. So understand that, bitch. Show some respect and bow the fuck down. Do that.
Carlos, tonight is not smoke night. I'm not doing that tonight. I'm not listening to a goddamn thing y'all got to say. You had your chance on Friday and y'all failed. You came up here and you said nothing. It's the same shit that you say every time. And by the way, do you see smoke night in the title? I can't do that ear hustling tonight. I'm not with that bullshit. Tina Branch, are you dusty? Tina?
I am not, DZ. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? What you got to add to the subject matter at hand?
I did miss a little bit of the beginning, but I certainly didn't miss the preach that just went down the lady that was on the
Yeah,
live
Leah
stream
don't play.
ahead of
She
me.
don't play at all.
Aaliyah, okay. But I also wanted to share, and I'm not 100% sure I'm on topic, but when you also marry men of other cultures, and in my situation, a white man at least, when your husband, or if for some reason isn't acting right, at least your in-laws aren't bringing them. Well, I don't want to say the M word. I'll say they don't have their superwoman capes on. Wrong is wrong. So one of the benefits of not being in this culture is that some of the toxicity doesn't always, okay, I'm not saying every situation's perfect, but what I'm saying is that mammy stuff doesn't always go on in other cultures. So you have a community that will actually hold your husband accountable if he's
See,
not
this is
doing
the
right,
thing,
instead
though.
of,
Let me tell you this, Tina. You know what I'm trying to stop doing? Trying to explain to mammies why it's better. They know why it's better. I am not going to
okay,
justify having left. I'm not. They are literally with sitting there with receipts all over the place. They have to dodge them receipts. They're swimming in receipts. And black women, you do not have to explain yourself as to why you left. Who the niggas are not explaining anything to these bitches. Why are you? You don't have to
Oh,
do
that's
that.
true.
Yeah, I'm not getting ready to explain to
That's
them why
true.
they can't hold me accountable for what. I don't owe you an explanation. How about you owe me an explanation for going to bed every night with somebody that kills black women at 5.5 hours? You need to be the one explaining, not me. I'm not the one sitting up here laying up with your predators, pandering to your predators and telling them not all. Okay, I'm not
mhm.
doing that. So I don't feel like
I'm
we need to
sorry,
explain
but
shit. Go
the
ahead.
toxicity, this is why the toxicity is there. Now, the young lady was saying 2 decades of dragging black women, sweetheart. It's actually been close to 40,
You're right.
close
You're
to
right.
40
You're
years.
right.
Because when they started with this hip hop business, and they got more and more into it. Even Tipper Gore couldn't even shut them up. I mean, and the thing is, black women caved. That was our time to say, hell no, you
They
know,
shook their ass to that. They got they drink in their hand and they went to jiggling from head to
exactly,
toe.
You're
So they
right.
like
You're
that
exactly,
right.
shit.
That's why I said,
exactly. And they went,
yeah,
you gave them duckies, you made them rich, you made average men wealthy, you made below average men wealthy. That's why the toxicity, because they want to keep this going. The meal train is going to stop with the divestors. Stops with the divestors. That's why everybody is so upset. The meal
exactly.
train, the meal
Exactly.
tickets are gone. They're gone. Not only just the meal tickets, the advocacy is gone. The stomp in the
You're right.
yard, like DZ calls it, gone. It's gone with divestors.
And
We
to
don't.
And let's
piggyback
not,
off of what and to
go
piggyback
ahead.
off what you said, them motherfuckers ain't making our problems their problems. So why the fuck should we make our problems their problems our problems? Don't be taking up for a motherfucker that don't give wouldn't these motherfuckers wouldn't even swat a mosquito for your ass, but you be ready to jump in front of a moving fucking train for them. Fuck them motherfuckers.
They
Yeah,
always doing
and
that shit.
to piggyback off what Ebony was saying, don't forget that they also told C. Dolores Tucker to shut her old ass up, and she saw where this shit was going and tried to warn us, and they disrespected the hell out of that woman, and now that woman is gone now, and everything she said has come into fruition, and now we are suffering the consequences of not doing shit but praising them and going along with everything they want to do and not opening our mouth and not saying shit. And the same bitches that always talk and stay complaining about the black woman's image. But who was responsible for your image and helped fucked it up? Okay? These
Thank
niggas.
you.
So that's who
Thank
you can
you.
thank for that. Because
Thank
when
you.
they were put in charge of your image and responsible for promoting you the right way, they stood up and told everybody that y'all want shit but a bunch of wig wearing, weed wearing, ghetto hood rats, and that nobody should want you. And that's what they've been saying. And they gonna continue on to say that. But let me guess, it ain't all of all,
Check it
not all.
out. These bitches are saying, we're making black women look bad, and this is supposedly coming from white males. I don't know where they're getting that from because a white male wrote this article too. While y'all loving on the articles about black women marrying out, I don't know Katanji Brown. I don't know what her belief system is, but you doing a whole goddamn generalization. Let's go. So a white male wrote this, and he thinks the world is being changed by us. Huh? I thought you said that we were out here looking bad in front of white males. I thought that's what you said. None of this shit is making any sense. Because from what I'm seeing, they peeping us. They peeping game, baby. Okay? Ain't they not running no goddamn where? Like I said, when y'all was out here talking about the black man is God, the black man is chocolate, the black man is wonderful, and all this extra shit, that didn't run them away. How in the hell is divestment running them away? Okay? From what I
Amen.
see, they think we changing the goddamn world. I don't know that Katanji is divested. I don't know what she doing. She's a black woman, and some white man peeped her, and her husband peeped her. While you sitting over there talking about, oh, they're gonna start running away from you. They not gonna want you because the way you talk and all this extra shit. You need to knock it the fuck off. That does not work. If you're gonna try to gaslight and make shit bad for black women that don't deal with the black community anymore, you're gonna have to tell the truth. You're gonna have to tell the truth, because coming up with all these fake scenarios with these SJW white men that don't want to hurt black men's feelings. See, these are the type of white men I'm not interested in at all for the girls. Point blank fucking period. If they still have some sympathy, just like you, mammy, if they have sympathy for our biggest predator, then I can't fuck with them either. He ain't nothing but a mammy just like your motherfucking ass, a white powdered donut dusty. And ain't nobody trying to fuck around with that. Are you serious? You
And the
need to
thing
get the
is, you
shit
can't
straight.
make them. You can't make white men go anywhere.
No.
They go where they want to go. They like what they like. They like what they want to like. They're not going to come and ask some Negro, oh, is it okay if I like her? No. They take what they want.
Hmm.
They
And the
take
thing,
what they
mhm.
want.
Yeah, and see, I guess these women are under the impression that a lot of us are fucking around with some pussy ass white men. I don't
Right.
fuck around with no. I mean, like, what the fuck is y'all
I'm
hoes
telling
thinking?
you.
Like, I have not fucked with a white man yet that couldn't handle my mouth. Matter of fact, he enjoyed it in several
Mm-hmm.
different ways. So I haven't run into a white man yet that couldn't handle what came out of my mouth. So what the fuck are these hoes talking about? That's why I said these hoes think that all white men are Richard Gere and all these white men on television that they looking at. And it's like, that's not what the real world is. It's some white men out there that if you get your ass out of line, you won't even think you're dealing with the white man. Trust and
Mm-hmm.
believe. Okay, it's a lot of white men that curse, and yes, they will break their boot off in a nigga ass if he
Damn
get
sure
one.
will, girl.
Okay, so I don't know where in the fuck they under the impression that white men are just so like this and they're just so classy and they just want women who behave a certain way. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't talk to them liberal pussy ass white boys. What the fuck? I talk to grown ass white men. Understand the difference with that first. But then again, these hoes can't, they ain't really being able to determine the difference between a real nigga and a fake nigga, but you gonna tell us all about white men though. It's funny how you can't even get the niggas y'all dealing with in check, but you gonna tell us all about white men and what they like and what they don't like. Fuck out of here.
And how the fuck you
And
gonna
here's the real
have an
problem.
opinion about something that you ain't never experienced your damn self? Get the
Thank
fuck out of
you.
here.
Exactly. Exactly. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. The real problem is when white boy or any other Asian guy or Latino boy picks you, that means he picked you out of all those other women out there.
Hmm.
Okay? If
They
he
don't.
wanted a white girl, he'd have gotten one. If he wanted an Asian one, he'd have gotten one. If he wanted a Latina one, he would have gotten one. But he went all the way over here to find this fine ass black woman, this intelligent black woman, and didn't pick any of them. That's what
Oh,
hurts the Negroes the
absolutely.
most.
They like what they like. And they see the thing that's why I say them and their men are two sides of the same coin. They are basically getting on here essentially telling us the same fucking things. Nobody wants you. You have no choice but to stick with the black man. Or either they're not gonna want you because they don't want you only getting with them because no black man wanted you. Shit like that. That's what they keep putting out there. And it's like, girl, bye. Get a black
It
man is
hurts
not
their
a fucking
feelings.
flex.
And the
That's the
It hurts
crazy
their
easy.
feelings.
Mhm.
and the crazy thing
Aaliyah,
is, black having white men set the standard for so fucking long. Don't they set the precedent and all that shit any fucking way?
yes,
For me to be picked by one of they motherfucking asses obviously means I hold some sort of significance, importance, beauty, and every goddamn thing else that these bitches
there
say
you
that we
go.
don't have and that we lack.
There you
So,
go.
bitch, eat a
There
dick.
you go. Shit. There
You know
you
what I'm
go.
saying?
Yeah, and but they want to get on here and talk about us like we trash, like we the worst women in the world.
But
And
they
like I
want you to be
said,
trash.
they
That's the
don't know
problem.
nobody. Yeah, mhm.
They want you to be trash. That's the thing. When a white man or non-black man picks your brown ass, that is a two sucker punch. It's a sucker punch to the black men, and it's a sucker punch to the mammies. It hurts their freaking feelings. Okay? No wonder they're on TikTok looking like Vincent Van Gogh Peyton crying. Okay? That's that's why they're upset. Okay?
And they right.
They wouldn't
Mhm.
care otherwise. They wouldn't care otherwise, really. But see, if white boy reaches over blondie, redheads, brunettes, Latinas, Asians, and pick your black ass that they have deemed unworthy, thrown out, it picks you up and go, hey, I like you. That is the biggest fucking insult to them. It hurts
Mm-hmm.
their feelings.
I agree. I agree.
Y'all, I don't know if this video is going to play. Speaking of mammies and what these niggas is out here saying about them, is my sound still good? Because this website is trash.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay, let's see what this hypocritical bussy boy had to say. Right, Cam Newton, everybody. I'm sure there's gonna be an ad because this goddamn website is trash. Mm-hmm. There it is.
had a perfect example of
Yeah, baby. This motherfucking website got
I'm
so
so
many
sick of
ads.
this motherfucker. You know what? I'm gonna talk about it in the Discord, but I'm so sick of seeing this motherfucking bitch right here. Okay.
what a man was in my life by my father. My parents has been together for 36, 37 years now, and it's a beautiful thing.
Y'all, when this bullshit finished loading on this garbage ass website, just go ahead and grab your purse and walk away. Or maybe he should grab his purse and walk away because he looked like he carried one. And if
a
you
Oh,
month.
he
see,
do. He
I
do.
grew up in a 3-parent household, my mom, my father, and my grandmother. And I knew what a woman was. Now,
anyway, I'm not fixing to keep waiting on this shit. Let me tell you what Bussy Boy said and get his ass up out of here because that website is full of shit. But check it out. He said that y'all going around here, right? You're showing your ass, you're talking about you a bad bitch, and nobody knows how to be a woman anymore, and all of this extra shit. He's basically dragging the fuck out of black women. But let me get my other share up here so I can tell you. He's sitting up here talking about who's a bitch and who's a real woman. First of all, he grew up in Georgia, right? And his parents have been together for a long time. And there's a lot of sports fans in my circle. We hardly ever seen his wife. Ever. When I tell you the bitch could walk up on me and spit in my face, I would have no clue who she was. Those of you from Georgia know the fuck I'm telling the truth. Okay. But he talking about how you dress, how you act, how you talk, how you do this, how you do that. He's just dragging you, right? Let's talk about how we dress. Listen, this is your baby mama, first of all, okay? I know you ain't got your mouth open. This is the shit that y'all don't hold y'all niggas accountable for, but y'all turning over here talking about divestors. Y'all talking about divestors. When you got somebody that's sitting up here, oh, and he married a baby mama, right? Is this not the bad bitch culture? Y'all let them get away with all this hypocrisy, and then you change yourself and answer to their goddamn demands like a stupid ass bitch. I don't know what's going on, but here's the deal. Bad bitch. That's the bad bitch right there. That right there, that's the bad bitch. Let me tell you something.
He's
Back,
married. I didn't know he married his
he
baby mama.
was. He's no longer married, but check it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he married one of those bad bitches.
Girl.
And
Decades
he made
ago.
her a whole bunch. He gave her a whole bunch of kids and wouldn't marry her ass and abandon her ass.
Decades ago, that's true. Decades ago, these so-called when the black community was supposedly more family oriented, more spiritual, more religious, more put together. They talk about bad bitches, but when you were a woman, they cheated on you with the bad bitch. Hello? You was home with ashy ass elbows cooking these niggas collard greens. The bad bitches they hate, they lying to you for the bad bitch. They don't have to lie to the bad bitch. And to keep it all the way real, both for you, mammies, and the so-called good women, and the bad bitches on the side was nothing but a bunch of fucking mammies. Y'all doing the same shit today. I don't know how y'all let motherfuckers like him get away with this shit, but that's y'all's business. What you need to do is stay the fuck out of our face with the nonsense. Okay? This is who's talking to you, the one with the blouse on.
I cannot take somebody who dresses like this seriously. Girl,
My boy got on a
hell,
blouse
This
telling you acting like a bad bitch.
this
What?
bitch, this motherfucker wears faux locks and fucking Birkin bags. He can't tell me shit because he's a cross dresser and don't want to be who he truly
okay,
is.
like
A
what the fuck is this
motherfucker who
bitch
can't
getting
be who
dressed
they
in the
truly are
dark?
can't tell me a goddamn thing.
Okay, like I mean, this motherfucker getting dressed in the dark or some shit. I mean, he looks awful. But okay,
Last time I
but, that,
seen
but,
a
she,
church
but
man,
I
my
guarantee
grandma
you.
was going to church in that damn shit. He dressed like a church man.
Aaliyah said, dressed in the dark.
I mean, what the
Yeah.
fuck? He looks a mess.
Like
He
this
like
bitch turn around and point. Oh, I'm gonna wear that.
he putting shit together that don't even go together. They don't got a match. They got. I mean, I understand having your own style, but he looks a mess. But you want to know what the sick thing is? It'll still be women in his comment section or whatever video that was talking about. Not me. I'm different. I'm submissive. I cook. I clean. I do this. See, we all. It's always us. We always have to prove something to motherfuckers that look like this.
Girl,
Baby,
in the
daddy
Motherfuckers.
damn sure
video,
can't tell
he
me nothing.
said, stay in your place. Women don't know how to shut up and stay in their place. This is coming from a man that married a stripper that turned motherfuckers into baby mamas. This is how dystopic the black community is. And there will be somebody, because he just said this shit last night, making a video talking about, well, he did have some points, though. Y'all do need to stop doing certain shit type shit. Baby, that's not going to get you picked either. You need to knock it off. Knock it off.
One thing about Miss Newton, she's gonna motherfucker say she gonna go where she wanna go because she did it with her fucking college career, and now she's doing it with this shit right here. I can't take Miss Newton seriously.
Like I said, I am so bored. I am bored with the nonsense because the hypocrisy is evident. It's right there on Front Street. Ain't really nothing to argue about. Y'all are fucking finished. Stay on that boat if you want to and go ahead and drown in it. At this point, I don't care. I told you last week I folded up that cape. Now I'm putting my life preservers on eBay because
He,
y'all are tripping.
he's a whole thief and scammer. He can't tell nobody shit. He stole them people computer down there at Florida. Where was this? Florida State? You can't tell nobody nothing, bitch. You steal. You steal.
Girl, I can't do this. It's just, it's, you know how you see some shit and all you can do is basically just stare. I'm like, this is not coming from him. It ain't coming from him. Y'all need to stay in y'all place. How about that part? He said you need to stay, and it's coming from what y'all deem a sexy black man because y'all be throwing panties left, right, and center at this man. He said, shut the fuck up and stay in your place. The women over here are not interested in his aesthetic. They're not interested in his group. So therefore, we don't have to listen to that. But you ladies, y'all would probably put a knife through your sister's throat to get to this motherfucker here. And I am not being hyperbolic, baby. A motherfucker in a blouse, wearing what is it, high water pants and fucking. He looked like he wears skirts too. I don't know if y'all remember those. The ones that they were shorts and you put the little flap over it and make it look like a skirt. He wears shit like this, and I'm not even bullshitting.
Child wearing gaucho pants. I ain't had no gaucho pants since I was in the fucking 5th grade.
Honey, the divested mermaid. Welcome to the panel, Mermacorn. I'm sorry, half of your name was cut off.
Hi, ladies. Hi, DZ.
Hey, what's
I
up?
just
What you
wanted to
got?
come on really quick
Hello.
since you all are talking about Cam and say he actually never married his baby's mother. And the reason was because he said she was growing throughout their relationship and he realized she was becoming a different woman and he wasn't prepared or ready to be the husband that she needed him to be.
Listen,
So he
the
never
girl
actually
that
married her.
it's
They
not down at
never
the
get
courthouse,
married.
but that motherfucking bitch said that they got married. So I guess they didn't get married. But check this
No,
shit
it
out.
was one of those like what do they
One of
call
those
it?
YouTube
Spiritual,
marriages that people,
whatever.
yeah,
Yeah,
one of those hotep ass type promise ring ass marriages. Okay, that is what it was.
exactly. And he used his mother as kind of like an excuse to say kind of how he did this time around. Like, my parents have been together for so long, blah, blah, blah. I've seen what it is for a woman to be a wife, basically saying that his mother shuts up and cooks and cleans and, you know, just does whatever his father says to do. And that's not what the babes, or I hate to call her that, but I mean, his child's mother, she wasn't doing that. So that's why he never wanted to get married to her.
And do you think
Well,
if she wouldn't have, if she would have stopped stripping, her babies wouldn't have had no fucking food? Because you know motherfuckers like that not gonna provide for their family. He's spending all their fucking all them football checks down at Club Boogaloo, Club of Diamonds, or wherever the fuck else they go. And he not gonna provide. So she ain't do wrong. She did right.
I just don't like when folks have their mouth open when they ain't doing the shit in real life. It's like, bro, you are not going to preach at these women about what they should and shouldn't be doing when you diving in head first and stripper pussy. You're not going to do that. And then talk about how they dress as well. Really? You don't want to go there, sir. But this is the shit mammies listen to. And I'm going to tell you something else. They're going to be real upset when he finally does put a ring out there. All right? Because she probably ain't going to look like you if we supposed to learn our history and everything. So since I know that about history, you usually don't get picked and you're not going to be happy with who he picked. Trust and believe that shit. I
But you
can't.
know,
And the
these
woman that he had a baby with after he split up with the first child's mother, the woman, the new mother of his latest child, this is a mess. Um, she is a preference. Like I think white Latina or something like that. But
His
you're
Are we
sweet
exactly
baby
right,
surprised
mama.
DZ.
though? Are we
Exactly right.
surprised? Come on now. Are we surprised? Are we
No.
surprised? They out here fist pumping and talking about you. What you're not gonna do is talk shit about black men. What you're not gonna do is hurt black men's feelings. Child, I just told y'all about that video with that boy crying. It's like, honey, girl, get your ass from up over here. We are literally going to drag him tonight. It is
He
what it is. There's nothing you can say, and there's nothing that your bonnet can do. There's
Edie,
nothing
did
that
you
your
just
he
bonnet
call
can
he
him?
do.
Did you
he a
just call
whole
him a
scammer,
her?
a thief, and a baby daddy. He can't give nobody, can't have no type of standards. He don't even need to be dating.
Seashell, yes, I said that earlier. He is a bad bitch.
and
Okay.
see, they just don't know when they do shit like that. You think you standing up for him, but what you are really doing is castrating him in front of the world. Okay, because a man who has his own set of balls is gonna stand on his own 2 feet and say what he has to say. But you on here in tears, letting everybody know your feelings hurt, and then you got here this bitch come behind you to wipe your little ass for you and tell everybody stop being mean to him. And
Well,
it's like,
when
girl, do you not understand that this is why these men are like this? Because you don't know when to sit that fuck down and shut the fuck up and let them be men. And this what I mean by them when I say they fucking these boys up, because they really are. Shut the fuck up and let this man say what the fuck he gotta say, even though he crying though, but still. You know what I'm saying? It's like that did not require you to jump in and try to say the goddamn day. We do this shit all the time. You will not let them stand on their own 2 feet and hold their own nuts period. And then you wonder why you have no men in this community because you hoes too busy trying to be the motherfucking man. It's getting to the point to where I promise you I'm agreeing more and more with how some of these women view black women because you do not know how to shut the fuck up sometimes. That had nothing to do with her whatsoever, but she made that her business to try to check somebody else for what they were saying about a man that ain't even hers. Bitch, why are you in this?
Girl, she came quick too. Didn't even have time to snatch that black and white bonnet off. Homegirl was like, let me tell you, you might be triggered by what you fixing to hear. No, baby, you the one triggered. You still
Take
have a vested interest in what's going on with the Nakers. When you were crying before there was a such thing as clapbacks such as these, when you got up there saying, hey, black man, we love you. Can you love us back? And you basically was just a pitiful, pathetic shell of a motherfucker. They laughed at you. Then you coming over here with a sword trying to fight for him. Listen, you couldn't get him if you tried to. You couldn't. You're not his preference. Knock it the fuck off. That shit was annoying. And it was also funny when that boy put his fucking hands over his eyes and was wiping them tears. I'm like, you have got to be shitting me. And
They
you've got to be shitting
never
me.
Like they never let them fight their own battles. Never. And I don't understand how they not understand that you are the reason why a lot of these men are like this. You don't let them march for themselves. You don't let them stand up for themselves. You don't let them do anything without you butting in. And this is why a lot of them are fucked up like this. Sit your ass down. It just be times where I just want to just slap some of you hoes upside the head. Close your goddamn mouth and stop talking so much.
I
God,
swear. They don't understand the meaning of reciprocity. Somebody said we had a playbook on what not to do, but here's the deal. That playbook seemed to work out fine for Manosphere. It seems to work out fine because they cannot find the correct mouth to drop their nut in because there's so many mouths open waiting to catch it. Y'all still in their comment section, still in their lives, still up under their balls, waiting to see what's going to come out the tip. And then after it come out the tip, you're going to try to suck it to the base. That's how desperate you are. They didn't give you anything back. They didn't give you anything back. When you cried, your tears turned them on. Your tears was probably used as lubrication to get another nut off. Do you hear me? It's ridiculous. LK, welcome to the panel, dear.
Hey y'all.
Hey, what's up?
hey,
First and foremost, Cam Newton looks like a Batman villain had a baby with Medea.
Damn.
Second,
Damn.
am I wrong though?
You're
Second,
absolutely correct.
second off, I'm tired of these men crying for these dudes. They literally got up and told the world that you're not worthy of nothing but struggle, that they purposely get other women when they have money because that's what they want all along. And they only see you as somebody to build them up and give them some money. Like, I don't understand, like, is it crack that they smoke? Like, you can't, like, no other woman would put up with this. Like,
yes, that
y'all,
it's they like it.
I'm
Yeah,
not
like,
they
do you,
like. Go ahead.
now it's like, do they like abuse? Like, do they like it? And then
Yes.
it's not bad enough that they got to be in the mire, rolling around like pigs in the mud. They got to drag us down there too. Like, I can't.
The thing is, we not in it. We ain't in it. If you motherfucking girls want to fight each other over there in the mammy community, the pick me community, the handmaiden community, knock each other out. Do what you got to do. We not in it. And nothing you come up with in your pea brain to try to gaslight is going to stop this. I told you what you got to do. We're not going to stop saying these things because people are listening. And that's what your problem is. You don't want people to listen. If you think that these women, like I said, get out here in their real lives and walk into buildings and say, hey, I'm divested, you are out of your damn mind.
Yeah,
You're
you
out
a
of your,
damn fool.
that's stupid. Basically
They
saying,
are caping. They are caping for men who have told other men online to pump and dump you. This is what they think about you. They are coaching other men on how to play you for everything that you are worth, how to get your money. You are nothing but a trick to a lot of these niggas.
shit,
You are
all
the
of them.
come up woman. You are the baby mama. That is all you are good for, to fuck and give babies to. And babies, they don't even have to stick around to help you raise. This is all these niggas are putting out there, that you are worth as a black woman. You don't deserve a fucking thing but to fuck and pump and dump and suck my dick and give me some money. And this is what these motherfuckers are telling other men about you. And they have been saying this shit for many, many fucking years. But like I said, it's us that they have the smoke for. And I am to the point to where I am sick and tired, DZ. And you know this. I am fucking tired. Because they have so much to say about us. But these are the men that have fucked up your reputation globally. These are the men who have told these men that you are not shit. Do not even treat you like a woman, because all you hoes is masculine and you want to be men. And you prove that every single time. You cannot even let these men stand up and speak for themselves. This is the fucking point. And they have told everybody to treat you like men. That includes beating your ass down. It's men that have owned this motherfucker, that have openly encouraged violence against you by other men on this motherfucker. But you want to compare us to that because you don't like what we say.
That
I mean,
makes
that's
no
what
damn
it's to
sense.
the point where it's ridiculous.
Do you remember equal rights, equal lefts? You remember that? Remember pound cake? All of that was about beating your ass. How dare you compare us to them? That's weak. That's weak, and it's pandering for doggy biscuits or dusty biscuits or whatever the fuck we call them today. And this shit is embarrassing. It actually is. But let me let Miss Blaine up here. Blaine, how are you? Welcome to the panel. All right, I'm gonna drop you back down.
Oh, it's been
See,
a
can I
minute.
add something?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, my mic was off. That's why.
Go ahead and let Elle add something real quick. Go ahead, Elle.
I just want to say, to add to all of this, we need, well, we already did, but Black women, the other shit that get on my nerves, burn all of this, my family members cape, burn all of that and stop trying to compare all of your family members to random Black nakers that don't care about you, that will not protect you, that will not be in your corner when you need them. Stop trying to see your brother, uncle, daddy, whoever in every single fucking random Black male that you encounter and come across. That's another thing that they do, is another form of a mind fuck that they do to try to keep your ass in Blackistan and keep it to where they can use you for shit. And other Black men will try to make you feel guilty of this and try to impress this upon you, and so will other Black women. Stop trying to see your family members in every fucking body. It doesn't serve you and it make you look stupid.
I think that
Just
they're
because a
using
person
those
is Black
family.
don't mean you gotta support them.
Word.
I
That's
think
word
they're
for
using
that.
those family members as excuses to stay in Blackistan. I honestly do not think they'll say that shit. You know, I got a Black brother, I got a Black daddy, and all this shit here. But the thing is, you know exactly what we're talking about. Catch the spirit of what we're saying. You're using your brother, your daddy, your uncle, your cousin, and them so that you can continue to get Black dick. It just is what it is. And I can't wait till you admit that shit. You don't give a damn. Your brothers can be purple, orange, and goddamn yellow. You still be chasing after Black dick. It is what it is. Nobody believes you. You need more people. You need more fucking people, man. Nikki, are you dusty?
No, I am not Dusty.
Yes, ma'am. What you got?
Well, I have a couple of things. Thanks for having me on, and I love the show. Um, First, why are we surprised that these koala bears are just sitting around, passing around STDs and serving no purpose? Like these motherfuckers are useless,
Oh,
right?
we're
And
not
they're still
surprised.
fighting. Oh, I'm talking about the bitches that are hate watching, right? Y'all are
Oh,
like,
okay.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
was
Not,
here to
not,
say
no,
we
no,
ain't
no.
surprised.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Like they're sitting around surprised that, they're passing around STDs and hating on whether or not you can get picked by another community. Like, what did you think these koalas were doing? They serve no purpose. They're just sitting around getting fucked and just using up all the fucking resources and not really benefiting anyone. And then to say that, they can decode whether or not men of other races would be interested in you. Like men
Girl,
of
they
other
don't know
races are not
shit about
interested
no
in
other men.
them. You know what I'm saying? They're not in.
They don't know nothing about that shit. They have no idea.
Listen,
They're sitting up there trying to they don't know what other men think. If they did, they wouldn't have got conquered by them. How about that fucking part? Where was you
Absolutely.
knowing what was in a white man's head when he told your ass to go out there and pick that cotton? Where was your psychic ability to feel out what he's thinking when he told your ass to get back to work? Huh? If you know
Exactly.
what they're thinking, why are you still conquered? That's why I don't believe you. I don't believe you. And I get tired of hearing it, honestly.
You know what? I'm trying to figure out why they still trying to top from the bottom. Like that's not how it works. How are you trying to control some shit from the bottom, saying how things work and how the world works? You're at the bottom of every single thing. You can't top from the fucking bottom. Like
Well,
they're trying
the
to.
mammies made them think that they could because they will go out here, work 40 to 60 hours a week, come home, cook, fuck like a porn star, and then ask him what the fuck he think. Girl, in his mind don't mean shit. You the one keeping the place afloat. I wouldn't give a damn what he thought, and you shouldn't either. And why the hell are you laying up with somebody that has no fucking social value whatsoever? Even if he's fucking rich beyond measure, he still doesn't have any social value. He's gonna
And
be
it,
mistaken as one of them every time, and that's when you get mad
mhm.
and holler racism. Go ahead. I'm sorry,
No,
Talking
and
I
shit
was
from
about to
outside the
say,
club and can't even get in.
girl.
Listen, they are worse than being a liability because at least with insurance, with liability, the insurance covers the car that you're in. They're in relationships with these motherfuckers that can't even cover them where they're in fucked up situations. They're worse than a liability. You know what I mean? Like they serve no purpose, and anyone still trying to deal with them, you really have to really think about whether or not they care about themselves and the people around them because it's obvious. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the comprehension to acknowledge what the fuck is happening. But do you not care about yourself to put two and two together? Like, are you not seeing that these are red flags? And for someone to continuously encourage you to stay away from one thing, like, wouldn't it be beneficial for you to try to figure out on your own why this one thing is shameful for you to deal with, but not for them? Like, that makes no sense whatsoever. You know
I
what I
just
mean?
want them to get the fuck away. Honestly, I do because you were just
They
saying that.
can't. They don't have a ride. They
I'm
don't have a
talking.
I'm
car. They
reading the
can't get
I'm
away.
comments.
talking about the black women. I just want
Oh,
those that feel that they can save these niggas to get away from me because when he come out with whatever weapon he got that day, that includes that damn dick, I don't want to be near you when you get your come up and sitting up there betraying other women, throwing other women up under the bus because you feel like you can get a treat. If I was y'all, I would get mammies out of your goddamn personal life. I really would because all you're gonna play is cleanup woman to the mess that nigga that she with is making. It just is what it is. Is this lipstick? Lipstick, is this you, honey?
Yes, ma'am. White male worshiper in the house.
How you doing? What you got, babe?
Look, I just wanted to piggyback off what Elle said. When these mammies want to make a distinction between their brothers, sons, daddies, they're included. I mean, just so they know, they're included. When I say all, I mean all. I don't give a damn if your son's 6 months old. Him too.
Oops. Oops.
They
That
forget
Him
that
belongs
little
to
too.
baby
baby
got to
boo.
grow up and get older.
Right. They think, well, my son, just because he fell out they pussy, they think it's special. It's all
All of us were babies at one point. It does not even matter. Every serial killer you ever read about was a baby
was
at
a
one point.
baby.
Yeah,
Right.
Jeffrey Dahmer was a baby.
All right. Probably was a cute little baby too. See, y'all don't want to start. Y'all don't want to get me to acting like I'm up in that Discord over here.
She
It
was
don't
a
make no
Wayne
damn
Williams that took
sense.
all them kids in Atlanta. His ass was a baby. But
Yeah,
that
he
ain't stop
was.
him from taking babies and shit.
Girl. Here's
Dumping
your
them over
man.
bridges too.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. And into the river.
Here's your man. The one you throwing us up under the bus for? Well, this gorgeous piece of man right here. Let's see what he did. Oh boy. Oh boy. Is he beating your ass again and then getting you up off of this earth, deleting you off the planet? Is that what's
Wait.
happening?
DZ, is this nigga named Quay?
Girl, no, Quayshawn. Quayshawn.
oh
Mammies
my
give their
God.
kids the weirdest ass names. I'm sorry.
Y'all, Quayshawn on March 31st shot and killed his ex-girlfriend, a Northwell employee, at work. He's charged with murder in the second degree. He also says, this man here, Commissioner Ryder, that domestic violence is on the rise. Let's speak up for our victims. Well, Commissioner, we're trying to do that, sir. But the mammies say that we doing too much, right? He said it's on the rise. And whose ass do you think it is that's getting kicked at 3 times the rate of other races of women? It's you. But hey, maybe Commissioner Ryder don't know what the fuck he talking about either. Maybe Commissioner Ryder is a bed wench. Maybe Commissioner Ryder is some sort of health self-hater or some shit like that, or whatever else y'all calling us around this bitch. Maybe he just doesn't know, and this was just one out of maybe a million chance that he would have did his ex-girlfriend like that. Maybe Commissioner Ryder need to get some mental health and get his thoughts in order and stop coming up here lying on y'all men. Mammy, I didn't see the mammies that were saying that they knew what white men thought say anything about Quayshawn. Anybody seen any of that shit? Because I didn't.
If
And
my
this is why
name was
America should
Quay,
have
I'll
a bunch of
snap
naming
too.
laws.
Say what?
I said if my name was Quay, I think I snapped too.
Well, they be naming that shit and then say they suffering from prejudice. Listen,
That's
if you
because
want,
they literally, these mammies literally set them up for failure, even from the womb.
look, she said Quay shit. I can't. They are not as oppressed as you guys think they are. I'm going to just keep it real with you. You already know and said in y'all little black circles that they get discriminated against because of their names when they see them on resumes and applications. You would think, since you know that you would stop naming your children Quayshawn. How about that part? I don't
These
believe you. I
These
don't believe.
motherfuckers are not oppressed. They can miss me with this oppression talk because if they were so goddamn oppressed and the white man was so bad and so goddamn evil, they wouldn't be trying to be a part of the white man's family every fucking chance they get. You don't care whether he was a slave owner. You don't care about none of that. When you try to get at that man's daughter or his granddaughter or his sister or whoever, you don't give a fuck if they granddaddy was the goddamn grand wizard. It don't none of that shit matter. So they can miss me with that oppression shit. They want to be a part of these men communities so goddamn bad that they stay fiending for they women all the goddamn time. But you so afraid of the men who birthed them though, right? The men who they came from those men, right? So you know the type of families that you're marrying into, but you're around here telling all the white women all the black women that they should fear white men, right? But you trying to be a part of the motherfucker family. You can't wait to get over there with the white man. Kiss my ass. That's why I say I'm tired of black people because they allow these motherfuckers to be this hypocritical when that's all black men do is chase down the white man's daughter. But he is so racist though. Kiss my ass.
If he's so racist though, then why are you messing with their girls?
Because they're
Exactly.
full of shit.
Exactly.
They're full of
They
shit.
full of shit. But black women sit up and allow them to preach this shit. That's why they got so many pro-black charlatans in this sector who don't even have black wives preaching black power to them. That's how misguided this community is. And they think that they can tell us what the fuck to do and say. Y'all hoes don't know y'all ass from a hole in the ground. You can't regulate what the fuck we do until you get your shit together. How about that?
No wonder Putin called Africa a literal graveyard.
It is.
But they fear the white man so much though, but they can't wait to be a part of their community. The first chance they get, the first thing they do soon as they get a little money is buy their way into the white man's community, whether he want them there or not.
His community is better, but when you say shit like that, all of a sudden all the straw man arguments happen. If it wasn't
Wow,
better,
their white man
you wouldn't be
houses are
trying to
better.
get over there if it wasn't better. Period. Every time, like she said, you get a little bit of money, you try to get to safety, peace. The yards look a lot better. The male man ain't getting fucked up by Dobermans and goddamn pit bulls and shit. The community is better, but you don't like to hear that shit. Mistress Rogue said, did y'all hear about Kirk Franklin's son? Is this the same son that black women were caping for about a year ago? Is this the same son that black women were caping for approximately a year ago, trying to coddle his feelings?
Son,
I would
a
love to
son.
know that, Mistress Rogue. Is that the same one?
That's the same one because
Probably the
they was
son.
caping for him about him telling his story about how badly Kirk treated him and everybody was going in on him and telling him that he was wrong. His daddy is a good man. And he was saying that basically the nigga abandoned him. So
Child, every
Child,
time.
did y'all hear the voicemail? Kirk Franklin was calling him, cussing him out real bad. All that
yeah, he
all
was.
that WWJD Christianity shit went out the
Oh,
window.
Well, both of them naked, as far as I'm concerned. They can
exactly.
eat each other as
Exactly.
cannibals, as far as I'm concerned. They can literally sit in front of each other and start eating each other to the death. I wouldn't give a fuck. Okay. But anyway, I wanted to show y'all a video real quick. And Pablo Gonzalez, Carlos Gonzalez, Hector Gonzalez. You can keep changing your name all you want to, Naker. Tonight is not smoke night. You have nothing to say. Let me fuck around here and ban him. Y'all gonna have to take over because I'm like, fuck this shit. You are obsessed with me, and I don't know fucking why. There is no chance in hell that we are going to. I don't have conversations with y'all to come at no conclusion about nothing. Anytime I've ever spoken to one of you motherfuckers, it was to embarrass you and get you to fuck off my live. Do you know how to spell? Smoke Night is not up there. Quick in my goddamn link, you son of a bitch. Welcome back, Capricorn.
Yo. But yeah, I just want to say this motherfucker on the screen was ugly as hell. He
Ain't
got
they
a
all
black ass
though?
top. Yeah, he got a black ass top lip like he smoked like vapes and swishes.
Hold on a second. I was gonna go over this one video with y'all, but I'm gonna skip that one and then come over to this next one. Now, here's the deal. Again, I don't see anybody talking about this nigga that took your grandma out. Do you even know who I'm talking about? Do you even know that happened this week? The ones that y'all raising, this is what's happening with you. And you talking about divestors. Bitch, miss me.
But they BWE though, DZ.
In South Fulton, where a man is accused of killing his own grandmother. Warrants released late this afternoon described his surprising comments to police about what he allegedly did next. Here's Joe Hinkie with those details for us this evening. Joe?
Jennifer, in the arrest warrants charging 31-year-old Jeremy Ingram with murder, police wrote he shot his grandmother, then went to his room and slept, only to be woken up.
He couldn't be bothered. He went to his room and slept after he put a hot one in his grandmother's head. This woman was 90 plus years old, and she was sitting on a recliner, minding her own old ass business. He shot her in the head and then went to get some sleep. That's how much y'all mean to these people. But you talking about some white man that ain't gonna want some divestors? Miss me. My husband never has called me a divestor in his whole fucking life because that's not the role I play in his life. You guys are idiots. Let's keep going.
Up by officers arresting him. Neighbors sent a cell phone video seen here showing South Fulton police outside the home with guns drawn as the standoff began. That was shortly after 6:45 Wednesday night on Gramercy Drive in the city of South Fulton. The standoff continued for 7 hours. Ingram's arrest warrants describe him as walking up to his grandmother, 96-year-old Sarah Barnett, then in front of other relatives, shooting her as she sat in a recliner.
There you go. Another handsome face naker. I don't want to be anywhere around. Listen, y'all always making excuses for some shit that these niggas done did. Now, this woman was 96 years old and played a vital role in raising him. She's 96, sitting in a recliner. What did she do to him? Was she too mouthy?
She raised him. That's what
she
she did.
raised them and she asked them to get a job.
I guess she was talking to him
like that.
But I bet you my left nipple that when that child was young, you couldn't touch him because Granny would tear your ass up about that boy.
Facts. How many times have y'all seen that shit? Y'all don't do that to him.
Don't hit
girls,
that boy.
Y'all need to be the one to do the dishes. He had football practice, y'all. Y'all don't do nothing extracurricular. So let him relax. Y'all go do the dishes with your fast ass. I'm so tired of them. I don't know what to do. So what did grandma do? Was she a twerker? Was she masculine? Did grandma pussy stank? What's happening? Help me out here. I'm confused. This is y'all's babies right here. And you get mad when somebody tell you not to have them. Bitch, don't have them. Let's go.
In the warrants, police wrote Ingram waived his right to an attorney and admitted to the shooting, saying he then went to a closet in his bedroom and fell asleep. Neighbors tell us they were scared for their own safety during the standoff.
It was very uncomfortable.
I don't care what this nigga got to say.
Right.
I don't care.
He is scared.
Yeah, I'm not getting ready to listen to him. I don't give a damn what they got to say. See, mammy, see how easy that is? When one of them start talking, you just let them know, I ain't with the shit, and you keep going. It could be him. I don't trust that nigga either. I'm sure he got a criminal record long as my goddamn arm right now.
Yeah, he probably gave him the gun.
Ain't no telling, but this is y'all sons. Why are y'all roasting us or worried about us when your grandma can't even sit in a recliner without getting a dot in her head?
DZ, you said something interesting. You said that your husband doesn't even know what a divester is because that's not the role you play with him. Mm-hmm. And that is exactly correct. When people hear divester, they think we walk around here with divester on our shirt, walking up in white men's community saying, divester here. Like, that's not how it goes.
Thank you. They're idiots and they know what they're saying is not true. What'd you say?
No, I was just telling her to say that again because but see, here's the thing. I think they know that. They just like to get on social media and put out shit to be intellectually dishonest, and they're doing it intentionally by trying to say, well, these women, like, they know we are not walking the streets like this, talking like this every day, all day. That's common sense. They know that we have careers. When you go to work every day, you're going to be professional and do your job and go home. You're not walking the streets talking like this. But however, what you do during your own personal time and how you choose to spend your personal time and who you choose to spend your personal time with. Like, we are not entitled to our own views and opinions. I mean, are we not entitled to that? It's just, we're entitled to it. We just can't say it out loud. Is that what it is? I'm trying to understand, like, what the fuck is the problem and why is it rubbing so many people the wrong way? And it's like, well, I guess I already know the answer to that. I just need some of these hosts to step up to the plate and explain why they have such an aversion to what we're talking about. When if you don't like the message, stay the fuck from over here. It's just that simple. But they can't do that.
They get the concept because, hey, mammies, when y'all are out, doing your thing during the day, do you go up to men and tell them that you a useless bitch that don't like to do nothing but drink Hennessy and smoke blunt? Do you do that? Because that's what they would.
Right. Do you go around telling everybody you a semen dumpster? No, you don't tell people that.
And what about the white man that's cutting them checks? Are you telling him he a racist that's walking around smelling like mayonnaise all day? I mean,
no.
Because a lot of them bitches, they gotta work because they men making them go half on all the bills. So who the fuck they think cutting them checks? The white men they hate so much. So when you go to work tomorrow, I'm gonna need you to go in there and tell your boss that he's a white supremacist or a suspected white supremacist, and he can kiss your ass because you don't need him to do shit for you.
They go to do that shit. They are full of it, man. They act like people walking out here, look, y'all code switch all the damn time. Okay. What about when you was interviewing for that job at Walmart, you fucking non-customer service having bitch? When you sat up there at Walmart and you needed that job, you smiled in that motherfucker's face and said, yes, I'm flexible. Yes, I have my own transportation. I would love to be a part of your team. And soon as you put that blue vest on, you went to being a bitch, avoiding people that got questions, didn't want to open up a line, all that shit. So I'm trying to figure out, what is your point? What is your point? You smiled all in his face.
I don't understand why are divestors the topic of conversation lately? I thought we were just extremists that no one was listening to.
Exactly.
So what happened? What changed? I actually was listening to another channel over the weekend, and it was a Black lady who said, I don't know why people are telling Black women to date white men like they're any better. I grew up with white men and they're no different from Black men, which is a total lie.
A damn
because
lie.
Black women are the only race of women that cannot not deal with white men. We're the only race of women that have to seek other races of men for our basic needs. Every other race can get their needs met within their community. So to tell black women that white men are no better than black men, that's a lie. Because guess what? When I need anything, I don't call Tyrone and Davion and Leroy and Willie Earl. They can't do anything for me.
And
Agreed.
to be honest, that's why I said he ain't doing much of nothing for them either. Because when they going to work, it's 9 times out of 10, it's the white man cutting them checks. Because these niggas ain't them build shit, they don't own shit, and they don't run shit. You can't go to no black man and get a job now. So you already know he not in charge of cutting them checks. So they can stop pretending like they going to black men to get a whole hell of a lot, because they not. Yeah, everything they getting is coming from the white man. That's why
Right.
I say miss me with the bullshit. Because when
Or it's another black woman. Don't forget, it's either the white man or another black woman, because it's a lot of businesses that black women own. So we can't forget about that. It's either they getting what they need from the white man or from another black woman now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but then they see, even then, when the business belongs to a black woman, instead of them congratulating the sister on trying to build her a brand, they sitting up hating on that and trying to figure out how they can fuck that up. Because these some miserable ass bitches. These bitches are miserable. They don't got shit, and they don't want you to have shit either. And not even. That's why they are so opposed to us moving on. That's why I say they know a lot of the shit they saying is intellectually dishonest, but they're gonna say it because misery loves company, and a lot of these bitches are miserable. They stuck with these niggas, and they want you to be stuck too, and that's really what it's about.
Claiming that they all for black woman empowerment, but bitch, because I have a different opinion than you, the first thing you want to do is call my damn job, try and get me fired or expose me or dox me or get me seriously hurt on some shit, taking out PPP loans and hiring a hitman to knock off bitches that your nigga fucking on. So it is what it is. Fuck them hoes.
See, but these hoes can do whatever the fuck they want to do. They can say whatever the fuck they want to say, but at the end of the day, you can't control nobody's cooch but yours. And I will fuck who I want to fuck when the fuck I want to fuck them, and I don't need nobody permission to do that. So they can be as mad about it as they want to be, but when I say all, bitch, that means all, and that means no, I don't want to fuck with your brother. No, I don't want to fuck with your son. No, I don't want to fuck with your cousin. No, I don't want to fuck with none of them. That's the decision I made for my life. Deal with it.
If your son in the NICU,
Not
if
the
your
NICU.
if your granddaddy in the old folks home, your granddaddy in a coma,
Shit,
if your granddaddy marched across the Edmund Pettus Bridge,
Oh.
bitch, we don't give a fuck.
And every last one of the motherfuckers in the grave. All. I don't give a solid fuck. I can't, y'all. Any goddamn way. Let me keep going here. Because, and Aaliyah, I want to piggyback off you real quick. You said the only pussy they can control is theirs. Well, sometimes, right? Because those men in their community like to take liberties with you, sometimes involuntarily. You didn't participate. Read between the lines, bitch. Sometimes you can't even control your own badge because that nigga is going to control it. Remember, a lot of the niggas think that they're supposed to be able to fuck you when they're ready. You don't have to participate. So sometimes you can't control your own goddamn pussy. How about that part? But let's move on to the next story because it's horrible. Let's go.
Well, she fought back and some bystanders had her back too. A disturbing attack against a teenage girl caught on camera in South San Jose. Happened in the middle of the day as cars whizzed by. The 17-year-old girl wasn't having it, and neither were the people who came to help her. NBC Bay Area's Damian Trujillo spoke to the victim's grandmother.
So, Mammy, somebody tried to attack a 17-year-old girl in the Hispanic community. Yes, one of your sons. They tried to do that. And then somebody came to her aid. I know you're not familiar with what that looks like. You're not familiar with men coming up with their cell phone, calling the police and that type of shit. They're yelling World Star at you and wondering how you got that man triggered.
Exactly.
That's what they're doing. But what you're going to see is a little snippet of somebody that wasn't having it, right? And I just want to explain that to you because you guys are not used to seeing that in your community.
It happened just after 3 in the afternoon on March 24th. Surveillance cameras were rolling as the assault occurred right behind me. Surveillance video shows the suspect pushing the teenager up against the fence, then wrestling with her on Steinbeck Drive. Police say it appears the man was initially after her purse, but as the struggle continued and the girl fought back and screamed, he threw her to the ground and straddled her. That's when some bystanders came up to help and he walked off.
People who are in the area and people who are aware.
The men in your community need money from 17-year-old girls. Let that sink in. This man look to me that he's in his early 40s, right? And he needs money from basically a child. And I saw a video earlier this week that was sent to me where you guys were saying, not all men and not all of them ain't broke. Y'all not gonna be calling black men broke. But that's what you keep complaining about, though. Mm-hmm. Aren't you always in white folks' face talking about income disparities and the wealth gap? Aren't you always talking about that? But when you want to take up for it, nigga, they lace with cash, huh? You hoes are stupid. Let's keep going.
Aware of their surroundings obviously contributed to helping solve this incident and prevented something perhaps even worse from happening.
Within minutes, police are...
There it is. We don't need to go no further.
Look at Ned DeWino.
Scared out of my mind if that motherfucker there was coming towards me at a decent pace. My heart would be beating through my damn throat, and this 17-year-old girl had to fight him off.
Oh my God.
Okay.
He looked like he's standing in front of liquor stores and fucking beg for change all day. And when he get the amount of change he need for that fucking Colt 45, he post up and rob motherfuckers after he fucking drink it. Oh, ugly ass.
This they sons, though. This their sons, but divestors are the problem. I'm going to tell you who the real problem is. It's you. My problem with you is these are the people that come from your body. These people are monsters. They don't care how old a person is. And I didn't finish the rest of this clip because they are worded it up after that. And I don't need YouTube talking about, hey, knock it the fuck off. Baby, he not only took that purse, he made an attempt at her underwear. What is it with your sons that's always trying to take people's underwear and they weren't invited? Why do they have a propensity for that? Have you ever tried to sit back and figure that out? Quit trying to figure out what white man is going to think about divestors. The majority of white men don't know what the fuck a divestor is. And
exactly.
If he does, goddamn it, that means whoever he is spending too much goddamn time on the internet.
Thank you.
The fuck?
GZ, I'm telling you, if I ask a random white man what's a divestor, he can tell me, bitch, gone. I don't fuck with you.
That's because most white men actually have whole fucking jobs and careers. They run businesses. They got shit to do. I mean, they ain't got time to stay on the internet worrying about this shit like that. But see, they niggas don't have nothing to do. That's the reason why they have a $50 billion tab with this country. They don't have shit better to do. That's why you know the shit they saying is not adding up. They men got all this money and all these six-figure niggas walking around here, but your men owe a $50 billion tab. So when y'all hoes plan on getting on that? Because we know y'all gonna help them pay it. So when get what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna?
The IRS can't find these $1 million niggas. The census can't find these $1 million niggas.
Y'all know
I don't know where y'all hiding them at. Where y'all hiding all
able.
these high value men? Where y'all hiding them at? Because we can't find them.
You know everybody ain't able. You know they gonna say some shit like that.
Joseph Baker, your device is not connected, number 1. And number 2, if you here for smoke night, that shit was a couple days ago. Tonight's not smoke night. Get your shit together. I'm gonna check your temperature and then I'll act, you know, how I'm supposed to act if the wrong thing happened. It is what it is. But go ahead, before you come up here trying to give anybody advice, learn how to work your goddamn phone first, sir.
Don't be no hoe.
Yeah, that's what the fuck I thought. He disappeared. Y'all, it ain't smoke night. Y'all disappointed me in smoke night. I thought I was gonna get schooled. I thought y'all was gonna say some shit. Y'all just
wait. This smoke night, DZ?
Hell no, it ain't smoke night. Now, I don't know why I got all kind of niggas clicking on my damn link. It ain't smoke night. When it was smoke night,
they just want to pop up what they ain't want it, as always.
I'm not with the shit. I really need to sit down and have a talk with some of you mammies. I really do. You need to stop having these dudes, baby. This ain't all no shade shit. Y'all need to quit having them. they're useless, they're dangerous. There's nothing, no, there's no other way to cut that cake. Look, if you like a useless nigga, that's fine. But the dangerous part is what bothers me, because they don't discriminate when they go to, fucking folks up. It don't matter who it is. And that includes you with your stupid ass.
To be honest, DZ, there's really not a conversation that I would like to have with a mammy right about now, because that hoe will make me hit her upside the head. I promise you, because they are so stupid. I mean, there's no other way around it. Like, they are so stupid, and they just. Even with this last case with this other guy where his Becky went ahead on and took him out, you still, even after all that, had black women, even all that shit he said about black women, none of that shit mattered. They were still saying, oh, he black, that's all that matter. We can't let them get away with this. We got to do this, we got to do that. It don't matter what he said. And it's like, do anything they do fucking matter to you? Just keep letting the world know that you don't have an ounce of pride or dignity whatsoever as a black woman. It's okay for them to insult you constantly, and you still show up and show out like a damn fool. And that nigga, when he didn't care enough about you to choose one of you. I mean, how many times they got to tell you they don't want shit black but a goddamn Xbox? They don't want nothing to do with you whatsoever when they are alive and well, and still when they not breathing, you cannot keep your mouth closed and eat your food. And it is so embarrassing. It really is. But we are the embarrassment as divestors. And that's how twisted and ass backwards this community is. Because we are trying to tell you to grow the fuck up, get a backbone, and have some pride and some dignity about yourself as a black woman, and to not agree to be somebody else's damn doormat. You are letting these niggas know it don't matter what you do to me. It don't matter what you say about me. It don't matter how you treat me. It don't matter. I'm still gonna show up and show out. It don't matter. And that shit is sad and it's fucking pathetic. And you should be embarrassed. The divestors are not the problem. You hoes are the problem. And you need to check yourselves.
They need to remove that word desperation out of describing divestors, because baby, ain't nothing more
Who
desperate than a
used
fucking
that
mammy.
word?
Baby, ain't nothing desperate over here.
Let me say this, DZ. What I don't want to happen is for the word divester to start ringing, and these primates start to aim their violence at women they perceive as divestors.
See, but the thing is, Lipstick, they're putting their violence towards everybody, not even just black women. The kids,
right? But a lot of us have disassociated with the black community. We have limited interactions with them.
Mm-hmm.
Less likely to be a victim of them.
But look
I
at
don't
the
want
story
these.
right here. Look at
But
what's
they
happening
have
here.
already done that, because when you think
Yes.
about it, they are taking women who are not even divested. They're just taking women that are dating out and throwing the
Right.
divested
I get it.
on them.
I get all of that. I'm talking about women who have detached themselves from the black community all the way around, not just swirling. I'm talking about ain't dealing with them, ain't talking to them, don't see them. I don't want them going out of their way to start targeting women who are in that situation. So those mammies who choose to stay, DZ, instead of trying to invite them to the divested life, leave them where they are, because the animals need something to feed off.
That's very true. But let me bring up this point real quick. Do you remember the story we just literally just looked at with the dude that's on the screen right now?
Mm-hmm.
That girl he attacked, she wasn't black, she was Hispanic, she was in her neighborhood around her people. It doesn't matter what your belief system is. If a nigga want to attack, he's gonna attack. I feel like the black men have went on ahead and targeted everybody that has something that either they want or believe something that they don't believe in. Everybody's a target when a naker is feeling away. Everybody. It don't matter what you
That's
believe.
what I was saying. Like, they are, whether the woman is divested or not, at this point, they're gonna accuse her of it, even if she's not, because in their minds, if you don't want anything to do with them, period, they're just slapping everybody with the divested title, period. It doesn't matter who it is. So they are going, of course, they're going to intentionally target what people who they perceive to be divestors, which is women who really don't want nothing to do with them. It don't matter if she's a divestor or not. at this point.
Very,
So
very
that's
true.
really what they're doing because they're slapping the title on everybody who dates out, period. And it's like this, what makes you think this woman is divested? There's nothing in her background or history that indicated that. But they'll still throw a title of divested. It's pretty much what the mammas are doing in the opposite. They pretty much trying to pretend like every black woman who dates out is a divester. And a lot of them bitches are doing that. That goes back to the intellectual dishonesty that I was talking about. They trying to pretend like it's the divestors in these comment sections that's run chasing after these black men. And it's like, no, bitch, is you mammies doing that shit? But then talking about you women claim you want to divest. No, bitch, those are not divestors over there. Those are you mammies doing that shit. And you know that shit. But you are going to be intellectually dishonest about that. And this hoes right here on YouTube that keep doing that shit. And I catch that shit all the time. And it's like, no, baby. It's not divestors over there in them comment section. It's you motherfuckers.
Thank
It's
you.
you bitches that's over there, baby. It ain't us.
Divested women wouldn't be called dead and up in a naked comment section saying anything. Period. I understand, just sitting around in the clouds trying to see, because you always got to check your enemy out and see what the hell they thinking so that you can make the moves accordingly. But they don't be down there arguing with them. Ain't nothing to argue about. Real shit. Yane Layden, are you dusty?
No, I'm not dusty.
Okay, what you got, babe?
So I just want to share a story, just kind of highlighting the mental illness.
Make sure
that
make sure you condense it because we up on this.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, do your thing.
Okay, so I'm in the healthcare field. Sorry, I'm stuttering. I'm in the healthcare field. I won't say what I do, but I had a couple patients today. One happened to be a mammy, came in with her NACR, who was the pastor of a church here, was upset with the health department because they'd gone to donate blood and he came up positive for syphilis. Mind you, they'd been married for 30 plus years. So, she's in there saying that she had filed a complaint with the health department because she thinks that they're just trying to keep a black man down. And so she had to find a black provider because, little did she know I'm married to a white man. Little did she know I'm not the one to cape or anything like that. So anyhow, push comes, long story short, I retested him. He does in fact have syphilis, active syphilis. Her results are pending. Either way, she has that, stick by my man type of thing. She called me asking for his prescription while he was on the phone denying that, he's on the phone saying, oh, that's not true. That can't be right. Those results can't be right. Mind you, he's been tested multiple times. I mean, the health department told him he had syphilis, so they couldn't use his blood. I'm telling him, and I'm a black woman, So, but either way, she was the one calling. She's right by his side either way. So this just highlights the mental illness of a lot of black women and mammies. Nothing that you do, nothing that happens to them is going to decloud their mind when it comes to black men. So I just had to share that because.
Well, if he tested positive for syphilis, you probably should have tested him for HIV too, because they usually come as a combo. Most of the time,
I did.
have
I tested him for everything.
Okay, good, because he probably has both. And was it primary or secondary? Was it secondary? Did he have a plantar rashes?
Yeah,
Okay.
it is primary. Yeah.
So and see, that's the thing. They're full of shit because there are multiple tests run in addition to the RPR. There's you have to have a confirmatory test when it comes to syphilis because the all of the signs and symptoms mimic so many other diseases. So they have to run multiple tests before they give you a syphilis diagnosis because they have to confirm and make sure that that's what it is so it can be treated accordingly. So that's why I say these people are full of shit. I know exactly.
Not to mention, syphilis is primarily contracted with men through men who have sex with men. So
exactly, boom. So that's why I say
I do think that he likely did not get that from a woman. So that's what I will say as well. So,
oh yes, pretty much.
And let me also say this: they don't understand that people actually take oaths and vows as medical professionals. So ain't nobody finna fuck up their license. Ain't nobody finna break their oath to try and give you to misdiagnose nobody on purpose.
But mammies are so stupid. I mean, because he went to go donate blood to the health department. They don't even see what he looks like. They just get his blood. The lab tests the blood to make sure it's okay before they donate it. And they said it had syphilis, so they couldn't use the sample. Nobody, how could they have, been trying to keep a black man down like she was claiming? This is just the delusion of mammies in general. I mean, she filed a complaint against the health department as if
what she
like
needs
crazy.
to worry about is, hey, how in the hell, if y'all in this so-called monogamous relationship, are you bringing bugs up in the room? She just wanting to cape. That's all they want to do is cape, and that's putting her life at risk. These bitches are very dangerous. I told y'all got to stay away from these motherfucking bitches.
They are dangerous. So I just called it
a pastor at the church. The man is a fucking pastor at the
pastor.
Church.
Yep, here where I live.
So she's going to feel like he's such a fucking man of God that he ain't messing with the women messing with him. Come on, somebody. Watch how that bitch feel. Watch how delusional she be, and how much she's going to lie to herself. Bitch, ain't nobody. I'm sorry, I don't mean to call her no bitch. Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, fuck that bitch. Are you serious? Fuck that bitch.
No, I said, bitch. Ain't
The delusion too is, he didn't even call asking for his prescription and what the next steps were after I told him that the results were positive, because I could tell both of them because they both were on the HIPAA.
And here's another thing.
She called for him asking for the prescription. So she's like, where can I go pick up the prescription?
Let me ask you this.
Get him started. This is how like mammies are just. I was baffled. He didn't even care. You're calling.
Let me ask you this.
Just.
Did you take his titer? Because that could have cleared a lot of that up.
Oh yeah, I took the the titer and whatever the one is that tells you if it's an active form of it, and it's only positive for the first 6 months after it's contracted. I don't remember the name, but anyhow, yeah. So he had to have contracted the syphilis within the past 6 months. So, and they've been married for 30 years. So
Aaliyah can tell you over in Georgia, baby, these boys got that shit. They got it, and it's going around. That's the real pandemonium or whatever you want to call it. Because I'm not trying to
baby. They are all MSM for the most part,
Yep.
Well, yeah, they're all
like we said, ancient disease is gonna start making a comeback around this bitch. Y'all gonna start hearing about motherfuckers having gonorrhea, syphilis, all the shit at one time around this bitch, because these motherfuckers is so fucking disgusting and don't wrap it up.
See, here's the thing. The reason why I asked about his titer, because what people don't seem to understand is syphilis. Once you get that once, you always have that for life. Now you can go into serofast, meaning that you've been treated adequately for it, and so your titer is not very high. But once you test positive for it, you're going to test positive for that the rest of your life, just like HIV. And the thing is, the only way they can tell whether or not it's a new infection or not is if your titer, it depends on how high it is. Because, of course, the higher it is, the more infectious you are, meaning that indicates that it's a brand new infection, meaning that you have been reinfected. So that's why I say he probably got a history of that shit. And if you checked his titer, if you looked in the system, you will probably see he probably already had that shit, had it treated once before and got reinfected with it.
I bet you she was around for that, too. You said they was together for 30 years, right?
Yeah, and she said that he did something in the something in the league. So there's no telling really. But
ain't that goals? That's black love, ladies. Goals that you can go ahead and be with somebody for 30 years. You can pick up his prescription. You ain't got to ask who he fucking. That ain't none of your business. Because guess what? A man gonna be a man. But he did bring a consolation prize to you, and that's you testing positive too. You stupid ass bitch. Keep it going. This is why if your mammy ass, if you find yourself at my house, you are not allowed to sit on my fucking furniture. You goddamn weirdo. I don't want you leaving none of that goddamn Blackistani stain on my shit, because y'all let these niggas get away with whatever, whenever they want to. Y'all are disgusting. Science don't give a damn about your beliefs. Science don't care that your man is so-called a unicorn. Science says that when you have unprotected sex with somebody that's infected, you're probably going to get it, whether he's a good man or not. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have
But
black
not
men. I ain't here for it.
I get what she's saying about denial, though. I see it all the time on a daily basis. I get exactly what you're saying about the denial. It's everybody's fault but theirs. It's always a conspiracy. It's always somebody else did it to them. It's never about what they did. And those women will eat that shit up because they want to lie to themselves and they're comfortable and they will gamble with their own health, well-being, and safety just to hold on to this man. So they will believe a story no matter how ludicrous or asinine it may be. They will let this nigga lie to them and they will eat that shit up and take it and run with it. And it's like, girl, do you not care that this man has this and he's giving it to you? Because make no mistake about it, y'all still fucking. I don't give a fuck what you say and no, y'all
Yep.
are not using condoms. So don't give me that bullshit either. So do you not care about yourself at all? That's why I say people don't understand what a lot of healthcare professionals have to go through on a daily basis. So they don't really understand our frustration with a lot of this shit and why it's so embarrassing and why Black women are leading the charge in a lot of this shit, because a lot of us are so much in denial when it comes to a lot of this shit. And it's like, girl, he's showing you who he is and you still don't want to believe it. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Well, and
Bitches be
that's why
having
I dread, and I hate to say this, but I dread when I get black female or male patients because of this type of situation, the drama they bring, the denial. It's always been, I've not had a black, and I don't live in an area with predominantly Black people. It's mostly, I live in an area that doesn't have many Black people. So, but when I do get them, it's always some drama, and a NACR is not far from the picture of the drama. And it's like, I'm not, I divested years ago before I feel like divestment was a term on YouTube. I've never liked Black men. So, I just.
Me either.
Right. So, anyhow, I just called to share that story, and I love your channel. So,
thank you for coming up. That was an interesting story. And we've heard stories like that so many times. Y'all, right now, since there's so many people in the world, there's somebody right now catching syphilis as we speak. There's somebody making a bastard that he doesn't want as we speak. There's somebody being lied to and thinking they found a unicorn as we speak. There's somebody trying to make it like we're making this shit up as we speak. You fucking yoni egg weirdos. Y'all gonna catch it. Y'all gonna catch it, okay? And then I will cover you like I always tell you. Y'all are disgusting and nasty. And by the way, ladies, don't eat at everybody's house. Don't let people make you a plate, because I'm gonna tell you something. These people out here having some freaky ass buck wild sex, and a lot of them ain't fixing to wash their hands. They rubbing all over that NACR and then coming to work saying, I made some deviled eggs. You want some? You better leave that bitch's deviled eggs right up on that plate.
Hell no.
Don't touch that shit, because you don't know what kind of shit got going on. Anybody that's sleeping with a Black man every night, y'all better not eat they potluck. You better not share a drink with them. Don't let them use your utensils. Invest in some paperware. Get you some plastic forks and shit. If you're not going to get the mammies out your life and you got some close friends that you grew up with, you better get them bitches a plastic fork quick. Okay? Who else we got back here? Raina, are you dusty?
No, ma'am.
Well, Raina, what you got, sis?
So I wanted to say something about, you said infiltrating the NACRs type of like groups and stuff. So
what?
So you said something about infiltrating their groups.
Who's infiltrating what group? I'm confused.
You said I think you said earlier, infiltrate the Black, like the NACR groups.
Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about, but keep going. I'm trying to follow you.
So I'm in a couple groups. I'm not gonna say the content creator's name because I know you're gonna get like shadow banned or something. But I'm in a couple of this person's groups on Facebook, just to troll and stuff. And I see like these type of posts, and like I screenshot and I post it on my regular page, like, trying to warn people. And like I've been seeing a lot of these hateful groups all over my timeline every single day of this hateful group. And I've been infiltrating it from the inside out.
Well, you know what? To be honest with you, really, you don't have to infiltrate a NACR group. They showing you what they think you. Every time you see one of their mug shots, the reporter done wrote down everything they think about your ass, with the knife, the gun, how they done chucked the baby in the damn river, and all kind of shit. So you know what they thinking. It's just certain stuff you can't say on this particular platform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can't say certain stuff on on Facebook platforms either because I'll get zucked or whatever.
Yeah,
But
I don't
like,
do Facebook. I just can't do Facebook. They take up for niggers way too much. You can't even type the word black without them sending you a message talking about you can get on for 7 days. Keep your shit. I'm good.
Facebook is so
so
ghetto.
It
yeah,
is. You can't say nothing. You can't even spell the shit differently. They know what the hell you talking about. They want you to get the hell off their goddamn platform, and I'm here for it.
yeah, like I've
Um,
been seeing a couple. Sorry, I was gonna say I've been seeing a couple of your videos in there. They've been screen recording your videos and posting it on there.
Girl, don't you know I already know? Don't you know I already know? It's all good. Listen, I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. Y'all, please don't panic when somebody sharing my shit because what
Mhm.
ends up happening is I get an inbox and somebody says, "Oh, I never heard somebody talk like you. Where can I subscribe?" So shout out to the people that's sending people my way. I feel you on that. That's going to speed up the divestment faster than what I could do by myself. So you really are helping me out because what happens when somebody comes on the news and say something negative about somebody? How many times do y'all think Will Smith was Googled this past week? Come on now. Every time I cut on my fucking TV, they got The Pursuit of Happiness on, Hancock, all kind of shit. And that was because of a negative press. So all negative press ain't bad. How about that
Now,
part?
let's not
Yeah,
forget Kim Kardashian was not her until she had the tape. So hey,
Okay.
all press is good press, baby.
Thank you. So some
yeah,
women are becoming divested off of that shady ass shit. And I appreciate that.
You
Hats
know
off.
they gonna
Round of
show up.
applause.
They gonna show up even if it's just the hate. They gonna show up even if it's just to tell you
Yeah.
that you are a disgusting human being. But they still gonna show up and they gonna listen. So there you go. You got
Yes.
views right there. So thank you.
Hate watchers hear it too. And some of the shit they can't disagree with. And I appreciate that motherfucking shit because it got up in their head. Whenever you sharing a stat, whenever you sharing a news story, when somebody come up here and tell you that they work in the healthcare field and they had to test some dude and he test positive for syphilis, hate watchers heard that too. And it give their ass something to think about. It just is what it is.
Uh-huh.
All by nature, are you dusty?
Never ever. Good night. What's up, ladies?
Nothing much. What you got
Hi.
going on, baby?
Right. So I find it so interesting. Kind of just to piggyback on her point. Well, first of all, your name seems to be on everybody's platform. Do you see? Like that seems to be the thing. Everybody likes to just drop your name on their
Well,
content. But hey,
it is what it is. It does
it is.
nothing but make it to where if it wasn't for the hate watchers, I swear to God, it'd probably only be like 500 people in here. The hate watchers got people watching, and guess what? Women are divesting. If I didn't want to put out people's business, I would share my Gmail screen with you.
Oh
I
my
never
god,
heard anyone talk like this. I'm glad I found you. The people that you sharing the shit with, that's what they're saying to me,
that's
weirdo. So
crazy.
keep up the good work, bitch. Let's go.
No, but what I find interesting, another point, just today I happened to see this idiot in my feed. Anyways, how he ended up there, I don't know. But his counter argument seemed to be that there's this one random black girl that was killed by a white guy. So apparently divestors aren't talking about that, so that needs to be a thing. And apparently y'all are all hypocrites for not talking about that. And I'm like, okay, that's
Talking
literally
about
like
what now?
a one random, I don't remember what the name of the girl was, but it's one random black girl
You must
that
be
happened.
talking about Lawrence Smith Fields. We covered Lawrence
Yeah.
Smith Fields. Yeah, we covered her. You see how rare that is, y'all, where she can describe something and you know exactly what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it happens so rarely that you can literally put the girl's name up here, y'all. Your black men are a lot more dangerous than going elsewhere. You don't have to go to you don't have to go to white men. You don't have to go anywhere you don't want to go. You don't have to go to no man. But what you do got to do if you want to preserve your safety is get the fuck away from niggas. That part. You have to do at least that part. You ain't got to run to no damn man. And I can't stand when they sit up here and pretend like ain't nobody a relationship coach over here. What the fuck? I don't do relationships. I do safety. And anywhere you're not is safer. How about that part as well with your stupid ass? They are so weird. They're weird. Comfort zone. Are you dusty?
No, I'm not Dusty. No.
Okay. It's on you.
Hi, I just want to say something. Um, so I don't know if you guys knew that there's a lady in UK. She was a Black Lives Matter activist, and she
The
got.
one that the niggas turned her head into a cereal
Oh
bowl.
yeah,
Hmm.
they shot her.
Yeah,
Find out. I'm like, this is crazy.
yeah. Why aren't
This,
the Nakers in your country doing anything for her?
I mean, they don't care. They don't care. They don't
Exactly.
care, and they are the one that did crime. I think it's 5 black men that kill her. So it's like,
Yeah,
um,
it is what it is. They know this is what's up.
so they're
Mammies, check this out. Check this out, mammies. You're fucked up. Everywhere there's people up here from Africa, there's people up here from the UK, and all of the just Caribbean people here as well. They know your secrets now. There's no more hiding it, and no amount of trying to scare folks from leaving the black community is going to work because it's more dangerous to stay around you.
And I just want to add that about the safety part is really really serious to the point where in Kenya the women there's a group of women, they did a whole village where they don't allow men inside, which are black men. They don't allow black men inside that village because
I saw what you're talking
so
about, but I
they
keep
are
seeing.
so traumatized. It's bad. It's not a joke. So those
But
men,
comfort zone, answer me this real quick.
yeah,
That village that you're talking about, that's only for black women, and
yeah.
they don't let black males in. How them newborn babies coming about up in that village?
Actually, I mean, I just saw a little documentary, but I don't have that much information. I'm not from there. Like, I don't have.
Because they still fucking them. That's how babies are made.
Yeah, actually, I think that. But the thing is, over there, maybe they don't have, they don't have access to other race or whatever, because it's a black country. Um, but I think divestment is a good thing. I'm really, really, I love you guys. I love you guys so much, and keep doing what you do. So
Thank
you.
you for coming up, representing your countries, and putting it. I think her name was Sarah. The lady that you're talking about from the UK. I think that's what her name was. They really they messed that girl up, and
Yeah.
she was out here stomping the yard for these men. So
Oh, she talking about Sasha Johnson.
her name is Sasha, not Sarah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sasha. Yeah, that's her name.
Hmm.
Yeah.
From last time I heard, she was on life support. She passed.
I think no. I think she survived. She's still there, but like she's like her head is deformed. Like it's.
Yeah, it's a cereal bowl. It looks exactly like a cereal bowl.
Yeah, so ain't nobody interviewed her or talked to her since that.
They not fucking with her. They used her as a mule, and they got everything they can from her. The
Yeah.
only thing I saw was they said, "Get well soon, Sasha, so that you can come and continue to fight." That's what they said to her. How dare you?
And watch that motherfucking ass get her back out there muling, bold head and all.
Okay, make
Yeah.
me
See, I
want some
don't want to
damn.
laugh. Stop, though. Why you say that? Why you said that?
And I have 2 babies. So the thing about those women is like, I feel like they prioritize those men even over the baby. Like she's a mama. She have 2 babies
They
under
don't
age.
care.
Like it's crazy. You
They
need to
don't care.
prioritize kid over
She's a true
man.
mammy.
They
Because
don't care.
didn't that shit happen at a party? She should have been
Yes.
at home with
Yeah.
her kids any fucking way. Typical mammy bullshit. Leaving
Yep.
kids with the grandmama while you go out to the fucking club and turn up and then look at what the fuck happened. So bitch, fuck, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not doing none of that mammy shit. That's why when she brought up that little tribe that so-called don't have no black men in it, I'm like, so what's happening? Where's these babies coming from? They fucking with black men after they get through fucking, they going back to their village. But
No,
what's the point?
yeah, actually, I was just mentioning the fact that divestment have is, you guys have like, you should be here. You are here. You should be here. You should be doing what you do, because like you are
Yeah,
not
I'm gonna keep
extremist.
going
You are not
until YouTube
extremist.
say no.
What you're preaching is the truth. It's real, and you should do it. Like I support you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, comfort zone. That's what is up. Thank you for coming up. Y'all ready to hear me drag? And then you want to go to Discord, and so we can say the hard goddamn R. I'm ready to say the hard R right here and now, but I know I can't do that. Mammies, I'm sorry to tell you, baby girls. I'm sorry to tell you that shit y'all just pulled this week sending me an inbox about how, white men don't want you and they see divestors and it's scaring them from black women. You mean to tell me y'all was seeing interracial marriages while all the gang shit was going on? Because you want to talk about fetishization. Y'all fetishize black men. Y'all call them food, chocolate, sexy. Their body's a lot more muscular. You talk about somebody being fetishized, baby, y'all fetishize the shit out of black men. Out of all the stuff that y'all did, you mean to tell me that divestment is going to keep white men from wanting us? Girl, bye. Bye. When I get off of this motherfucking microphone tonight, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to kick it with the ladies in the Discord. And after I finish kicking it with them, I'm going to get in my husband's face and say, hey, babe. Hey, how you doing? How was your day at work? That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say, hey, motherfucker, how was the day? I'm not fixing to do that. You know how to code switch. You do it all the time. Y'all full of shit, right? I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to be feminine as hell. I'm going to touch him on the chest and tell him how much I appreciate him and everything he does for me. And we probably going to catch a movie, okay? And if it ain't too late, we might catch something else, okay? Make sure the headboard little stoppers are in place because the boy can smack that headboard, and I don't want it to sound like we remodeling this house up in that bitch.
Girl, yes.
Stop the bullshit. Go back to the drawing board and figure out what else that you can come up in your little pea brain with and tell us who else don't want us. Is it Hispanic men? Hispanic men don't want us either. Really? We too dark? Really? That's not what I get when I go over by the H mark. Huh? That's not what I get. I get stares. I get interest. Right? You bitches are full of shit. Full of shit. And I don't believe you. Nobody believes you. Okay? You got me fucked up. Stop insulting my intelligence when you tell me white men don't want me. And I've been around white men for a few decades now. It sounds stupid as hell. It sounds dumb, bruh. Find something else to do. Matter of fact, come and spy in divestment for a little while. You might find yourself being a little bit more comfortable. You might not have to get your head turned into a cereal bowl. You might not get chucked over a bridge. You might learn something. You might get more comfortable, right? And all the little level up and femininity courses that you took, you can use that on another group of men because guess what? Black men are not interested, goddammit. They don't want you. So I wonder what you're going to come up with next. What you going to come up with next? What you going to say that they carry diseases? They trying to take us back to Jim Crow. You fixing to try that shit too? I got something for that too, bitch. Just bring it on. But stay out of my inbox trying to tell me that white men don't want us. It's too fucking late. Brush up on your code switching. Learn your environments. Learn where you are and how you should act when you're in said environment. Because I'm not bringing none of this shit downstairs when I go to stare into my husband's eyes. I'm not. Learn something. Meet y'all in the Discord. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Later, y'all.
Thank you.